So everybody keeps asking me if it is worthwhile to upgrade to Vantage Club at the brand new Hyatt Vivid Grand Island. So today we're going to answer that question, or at least I'm going to give you my opinion on it. We're going to talk about all the different benefits that you get with a Vantage Club reservation and go through each and every one of them, tell you what's available right now and what it sort of looks like. So starting off, if you booked a Vantage Club room, then you're going to have a separate check-in area. Instead of going to the regular reception, you're going to go straight to the Vantage Club Lounge, where you're going to have your private check-in there. Carlos will probably be over to you within about 30 seconds and he'll be asking you if you are interested in a special cocktail. The welcome drink that you get is sort of a pineapple, coriander, or cilantro drink, and it's really lovely and refreshing. So if you still have that, you can ask for a little topper of vodka or rum or something like that to be added, or you could just ask for something special. I opted for a spicy jalapeno margarita, and it was absolutely divine. Because one of the first things that they mentioned as one of the Vantage Club perks is that once per stay, you have access to the spa, to the hydrotherapy circuit. Well, unfortunately, the spa is not going to be ready until the dream side is complete. And realistically, we're looking at least 6 months for that. So sometimes toward the end of 2024, maybe even the early part of 2025 is when that benefit will be something that you'll be able to realize. So for now, it's off the list. So like I said, you'll check in at the Vantage Club Lounge, and this is a great place throughout the day to get some light snacks or little quick grab and go bites. Different things change throughout the day. They've changed them out about 3 or 4 times through the day, and there are some really yummy treats to have in there and some unexpected items. For example, when we went in the one day, we saw this regular bruschetta, this strawberry and like a whipped cream cheese or feta cheese bruschetta, as well as pork belly. And honestly, everybody that I saw who went in there was trying out the pork belly, and it was really tasty. Now, you're also going to find the sort of higher end luxury alcohol in the Vantage Club Lounge. They do have top shelf alcohol throughout the resort and even at the beach club. I mean, you're going to see like 4 or 5 different kinds of vodka, Belvedere, Tito's, Grey Goose. There's multiple flavors of or flavored Absolute vodkas in the Vantage Club Lounge. They even had 3 or 4 kinds of flavored Beefeater gin. And this is also the only place where you're going to find the Don Julio collection. So they had the regular, the Reposado, Añejo. So, you know, those are some specific things that you're only going to find in the Vantage Club Lounge. But certainly they had a really good selection of everything else at all of the other bars. So you're not going to go thirsty. Now, another thing that you have access to as a Vantage Club guest is having the a la carte breakfast at the Mediterranean restaurants. This is just for Vantage Club guests. This is also just not open yet. They're at a very low occupancy level right now, and so that's just as they're building the occupancy level so that the staff can get used to this. But you still have access, of course, to the buffet, as well as the room service, which is available from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and of course from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and that is of course for all guests. Now let's talk about the differences with the rooms. If you're booked in Vantage Club, one of the things that you're going to have is a soaker tub in the bathroom. It's quite a large tub. You know, if the tub is your thing, then you'll really enjoy it. For me, I enjoyed the dual rainfall shower heads. Those were like a spa experience in itself. And of course the amenities, the toiletries were really nice in the room, sort of a fruity mango kind of scent to them. So they're really nice. And I actually did look up the Pharmacopoeia products on Amazon and they're not cheap. So they've spent a bit of money on the toiletries here. And of course they are in these large bottles. So if you want to bring some home, perhaps bring a small empty bottle. Didn't hear it from me though. Okay, there's also a pillow menu, which I normally would have totally checked that out, but I've forgotten about it. But I will say that the pillows were very comfortable and the beds were very comfortable. Now this is the same in all of the rooms. I had another fellow, thanks Angelo for checking the actual mattress. They're a foam mattress and they're that style where it basically absorbs all motion. So if you're kind of fussing in the night, you're not gonna bother your sleeping partner with all the movement and stuff like that. So that was really cool. But again, those were in all the different rooms. But if you did want a specific pillow, the pillow menu is specific to Vantage Club guests. Now they also have the Vivid box, which is basically what they do is if you have your do not disturb message on, but you call for room service, then what they will do is they will deliver it to this little sort of like a cubby hole, a cupboard within the wall. They can access it from the outside. They open up the door, put the food inside, close it, and then when you're in the room, then you can open up your side of the cabinet and you can reach in and grab your food. Also, the coffee maker in the room is a little bit different. In the regular rooms, they were your typical drip coffee machines. And in the Vantage Club rooms, it was a Nespresso or a Lavasso type coffee pod type coffee machine. So overall, at this point, it's a bit hit and miss as to whether or not it's worth it. And again, you know, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to take a look at the price point. I mean, if the difference is $20, then it's not a big deal. If the difference is $200, that starts to become something where you're really gonna start to weigh the pros and cons. There are no special seating areas. There are no special lounge areas other than the Vantage Club Lounge. There are no special pools that are just for Vantage Club. And having asked the question, at this point in time, there is no intention of making any of the pools specifically or strictly Vantage Club. So it's going to be available for everybody. So there's no difference that way. But here's the thing. If you ask me right now, today, should you upgrade to Vantage Club? I would still say yes. Despite all that other stuff, which is not super compelling. But here's the thing. If you book a regular room, you're going to be on one of the lower floors, you know, the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, etc. If you book Vantage Club, then you're on the higher floor. So you're on 9, 10, 11. And I can tell you that the views, whether you're on the lagoon side, whether you're on the golf/ocean view side, makes a huge difference, because on the lower floors, like even as far as up to the 5th or 6th floor, I saw rooms and the views were, I mean, they were okay. But you are a little bit closer on the lagoon side to where all the activity is going to be. If you're at a basic room, you're going to be on that first floor, and that's right above the buffet, as well as in the evening above the 3 main restaurants. So there could possibly be a bit of kitchen noise that you would encounter from that. So the lower floors might have a little bit more noise, that kind of thing, and they're just not going to have as good of a view. But when you're up on the Vantage Club floors, the view is absolutely gorgeous. If you just don't care about the view from your room, book whatever you like and then go up to the rooftop. You walk into this resort and you go up the elevator and you walk out onto that rooftop terrace, your jaw will drop. The view is absolutely breathtaking. It's absolutely beautiful. So in the end, would I recommend Vantage Club? Yes, I would, 100% for those views. If the price point becomes a little bit more extreme, then you're gonna have to start to weigh how much you want that extra view. That's probably something I would spring for. So there you have it. That's the facts to consider of what the Vantage Club offerings are. So, you know, let me know. What do you think? Is it worth it for you? Have you booked already? And if so, did you book Vantage Club? And have you already stayed here? And if so, did you book Vantage Club? And if you did, you know, did you think it was worth it? Would you go again and book that category of room for those views if it was the same price point difference as what you booked originally? So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And before you go, be sure to check out this video here. This was the room that we had at the Hyatt Vivid. This was room 1924, and just beautiful views.